Hi, I'm Kaylee, and the most expensive wig that I have ever purchased just arrived. I'm not exactly in the best condition to be making a video right now. I'm only 4 weeks out from my second fat transfer breast augmentation with some facial fat grafting, and the swelling has not fully gone down. Movement is not quite natural yet, but it felt weird having a channel like this and not making a video about this wig. So I'm deciding to go ahead with it anyway, and hopefully you can just bear with this. So the last 4 weeks I have been in recovery mode, fully focused on healing, which means there's been a lot of downtime, a lot of time spent lying around, a lot of time scrolling my phone, and inevitably I saw that Baldy Lox Boutique was having their final drop of the year on November 30th, and there was one wig in the previews that I immediately fell in love with, and I've never purchased from one of the high-end boutiques that so many of the hair loss girlies love, and it felt like it was time. I don't go for my human hair wigs as often as I go for my synthetic wigs, just because they tend to require styling with everywhere, and the caps often require some kind of adhesive. Even when they are labeled as glueless, I find that they need some kind of adhesive. But when it comes to long wigs, they really do have to be human hair, because the synthetic wigs, the longer they are, the more frustrating they are, the more likely they are to tangle, and the harder they are to detangle. So when I want a long wig, I want a human hair wig, and so that's where this wig comes in. This is the box that it was sent in, and it reminds me of an old hat box, which is so perfect because wigs are basically hair hats. It is so beautiful, it feels so luxurious, and considering the price point for this particular boutique, I think it is very fitting that it comes in such a lovely box. So opening up the box, we have this little insert, and inside it is a very lovely thank you card and some promotional material. And then we have a bag for the wig. This is different. Normally wigs come with more of a satin silky bag, but this feels a little bit more like a micro suede. And then finally, our wig. It's so pretty. I don't know how I'm supposed to start talking about this because it's so pretty. I just want to stare at it. This particular wig is called Kimberly, and it's made with Brazilian virgin hair. It's 180% density and 22 inches long. Now, different wig companies, different wig boutiques will measure length a little bit differently. This one looks like a very long 22 inches, and I am fully okay with that because I love long hair. This wig is made with their beginner cap, which means it has a lace front and lace top, but a wefted back, so it's not a full lace wig. And I personally prefer to have a wefted back. I don't really need a full lace wig because I'm not going to be parting it in the back. I'm not going to be putting it up, and I like the structure that the wefted back offers. Now, if we want to take a little look inside, you can see the lace front across the top here, as well as the lace top and the wefted back. And the lace front goes ear to ear. It actually goes all the way along the edges of the ear tabs, and the ear tabs are also super nice. They have flexible metal in them, so they're nice and bendable, and a little bit of silicone here so they don't slip too much. The cap is intended to be glueless, so it comes with this strap. I am going to remove it. It just comes out with little clips because I personally don't like the strap. And then you can see that there are combs on each side, as well as a larger one at the nape. I will be removing all of those since I don't have hair. And while we are at the nape, you can see the adjustable clips as well to make the cap a little bit tighter. Now that we've taken a look inside, I am going to put it on. Okay, that is a lot of hair. I mentioned that the measured length can vary brand to brand because of how they measure it, and the same thing goes for density. This is listed as 180% density, and I would say that it is a little bit thicker than I would expect for 180% density, a little bit more than I've gotten at 180% density from other brands, which again makes me happy because I like having a lot of hair. I like having a lot of length, a lot of thickness. I like a dramatic head of hair. The texture of the hair is incredible. It feels so soft. And I know human hair wigs tend to feel soft when you first get them because they've been treated with some kind of product, maybe something silicone based that makes them feel super smooth, but still, even compared to some of the other ones I've gotten, it feels incredible. I'm also really relieved about how the cap fits because it's not unusual for me with ear-to-ear lace wigs that there's a bit of gapping at the front, like it doesn't quite lay flat across my forehead, and it doesn't matter how tight I make the cap. It doesn't matter if I use the little band, it just will not lay flat. And this, I haven't trimmed the lace yet, but I can feel it's nice and snug across my forehead. So that is relieving. My head circumference is 21.5 inches. Their small cap is said to be 21.5 inches. So without adjusting the sizing straps at the back, this fits perfectly. And there's no bagginess at the back, because that's a problem that I have with a lot of my wigs. It feels like it's not touching the back of my head. It feels like it's kind of bunching at the back. This does not have any of that. This feels like it's a glove on my, it's not a glove, it's a fucking head. It feels like it's right on there. You know what I mean? It fits like a glove. And then of course there's the hairline. I feel like the part on this wig looks really natural, and I like how much space there is for it, because sometimes you buy wigs with the lace top and wefted back, and the part only goes to somewhere like here, and then the rest is brushed back, and it looks extremely artificial to me. So this is a nice amount of parting space. I feel like the front hairline looks incredible as well. It doesn't look like it's been overplucked. It doesn't look like it's been underplucked. It looks incredibly natural, and the bleached knots do contribute to that to some degree, but the amount of plucking, the shape of the plucking, it looks just perfect. So I went ahead and I trimmed the lace off. I used my pinking shears because people are always talking about how the zigzag helps hide the lace, makes it less noticeable. But I do feel like it's a little visible. It is listed as being HD transparent lace, but I feel like I can see it a little bit. And it did have a bit of color to it. I am a very fair girl, so I'm not really surprised that I can see a little bit of the lace, but I'm not too upset about it. I could have left a little bit more lace and maybe then it would have been less visible, but I like it nice and closely trimmed. But also now that the lace is trimmed, I feel like I can confidently say that I will be able to wear this glueless, because this, exactly as it is on right now, I could go out like this. I would restyle it first, but I could go out with it fitting like this. Because the problem with so many of my human hair wigs that have the ear-to-ear lace that say that they're glueless, they don't have something structured in the ear tab. And so if I don't use some kind of adhesive, yeah, the front hairline will stay down, but if I move my hair, the little lace area in front of my ear will flap. So this wig with the structured ear tabs, it's not going anywhere. Like, it's great. I can move my hair and not worry about it just like, just flapping. At this point, having not actually worn it out of the house, just putting it on, my first impressions, I would say this wig was worth every dollar that I paid for it. It is absolutely gorgeous. The hair feels incredible. The density is perfect. The hairline is stunning. The ear tabs are perfect. Like, I am fully in love with this wig. I hope you enjoyed this look at Kimberly from Baldy Lox Boutique, because I really enjoyed this look at Kimberly from Baldy Lox Boutique. I'm gonna go style her, get her ready to wear. And until I have another wig that I want to talk about, or another wig topic that I want to talk about, thank you for watching. Bye.